Hello, hello, this is Josephine. Thank you for tuning in inside the Fibroid Shrinking Kitchen Club. Today I want to show you a really yummy, delicious banana bread recipe. And my goal is to get you inspired to get into your kitchen to make sweet and savory desserts or anything that can curb those sweet cravings without eating the other sweets that feed fibroids. So that's why I do these videos, the cooking videos, is to inspire you to really eliminate those foods that are feeding fibroids, those sugary foods that are constantly feeding fibroids. So I hope that you stay tuned, be inspired to really make these delicious dairy-free, egg-free, grain-free banana bread that will wow your mind and will just melt in your mouth because it's so yummy and delicious. So stay tuned to watch how I make this deliciousness in my kitchen. Now, to get started for this recipe, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. And also, as far as the measurements, I have that under the description box. So I am going to first take this is my almond flour that I'm using. Then I also have tapioca flour. I have walnuts here. I have coconut oil, which is melted. Then I have vanilla extract, some salt, and here I have fig. But you can use raw honey. It's excellent. I've used that. I only had extra fig, and I decided I want to add some sweetness. So you can use dates or fig or raw honey. It's excellent. Then I'm going to add some cinnamon for taste and some baking soda. Not baking powder, but baking soda. Then I also have 2 bananas that I'm going to use for this recipe. So you can use 2 to 3 bananas depending on the size, how you want them moist. That's all good. The other thing that I've done, I've also greased up my loaf pan with the coconut oil that I'm going to be baking that banana bread. So this is the coconut oil that I'm using. And then as far as the tapioca flour, this is the brand that I have. It's gluten-free, it's grain-free, it's perfect, excellent for baking. And also I have almond flour, that's what I'm using. As I said, the exact measurements are going to be under the description box. So to get started, it's so easy, no fuss, just get all your ingredients ready. I'm going to set everything on the side, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel my bananas, and then I'm going to mash the bananas. Then once that's done, I'm going to add everything together. This should be the most easiest banana bread you'll ever make without any kind of stress whatsoever. So my hope for you is you will be able to get rid of any kind of ingredients that are feeding fibroids, so that way you can just add more nutritious and healthy homemade sweetness into your life. Okay, so I'm just going to mash the bananas. So you can use 2 to 3 bananas depending on the size. I would recommend to just look for the ripe banana. They're perfect. If you have extra, those days when you have those extra bananas that you think are going bad, those are perfect for baking. So you can whip this banana bread in no time, and you can enjoy this with your family. And it's so nutritious, and you're not feeding fibroids. It's grain free, so we don't have any grains free, which is inflammatory and feed fibroids. So this is perfect for that. When you have that sweetness, sweet tooth or sweet cravings, it's perfect. Okay, so excellent. So what we are going to do next is we're just going to add all these ingredients together. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that fig or raw honey, and I'm just going to add that to that banana. I'm lucky that I have those friends, they have a fig tree, so they do make this fig, how you call them? You know what I mean, the spreads, and they share with us, so it's really, really nice. But as I said, you can use raw honey. So mix your raw honey there with the banana. Take your vanilla extract. As I said, all the exact measurements are going to be under the description box. Okay, and add that together. Then take that have a quarter cup of melted coconut oil, and just add that in there and mix that up. See, so far things are coming together nice and easy. Then you're going to take your almond flour, add that in there. So you're going to add that tapioca to the almond flour. I'm just gonna set this on the side. And then we also had that baking powder, the baking soda, not powder, the baking soda. And then we're gonna take some cinnamon. I like to just wing it in the kitchen, but I have those measurements for you. Okay. All right. So we're going to add that salt as well. And the oven, as I said, is 350. It's getting ready. You have already greased your loaf pan. I like to use glass baking trays because they don't have any kind of chemicals that will transfer into your food. You can do that as much as you try your best to eliminate any kind of toxicity through the cooking process. Okay, so just make sure you mix that properly, that everything is incorporated. So you have the salt in there. Okay, I have even tried to use hazelnut flour instead of the almond flour just to give it different taste. So don't be afraid to experiment and try different flours. So I'm going to add that mixture of banana. I'm just going to add that in there. Okay, so I'm just going to mix everything in there. I just want you to see. Yeah. I'm still using that fork, but as you can see, everything. So this doesn't have any eggs in it. It doesn't have any kind of grain in it. It's super, super easy and it's so delicious. You will thank me later. So I hope you'll give this recipe a try and you will enjoy this. Make this at home. As I said, it's perfect when you have those extra bananas that are just laying there and you think they're time to get rid of them. Just make your banana bread at home and it's easy. Okay, so everything has been incorporated pretty good. I see everything is looking good right now. And now we're going to add, just crush the walnuts. I love to use walnuts for this recipe. Walnuts are great, great, great. So I'm just gonna add that in there and mix everything in. I'm just gonna move this on the side. Okay, so I've mixed everything in there, looking good. This is going to come out really moist. So we're going to bake this for about 50 to 55 minutes. So let's say I give it, until you see it's golden brown. Okay, so everything is good. And now I've greased that loaf pan that I'm going to use with the coconut oil. And I'm just going to add that in here. And we are going to bake this for about 50 minutes. We'll check back, and when it's ready, we'll let it cool. So just make sure you make it look nice in there. The other thing I've even done, if I love extra banana, just want extra banana, I can take a whole banana, cut it, slice it into two, then just place them on top. So it bakes really nicely there to give you that extra banana. To give you that extra banana taste. Okay, so this is ready. As you can see, everything was quick and easy. Make sure we don't want to waste. Okay, so we're going to put this in at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and we bake this for about 55 minutes and then we'll check on it in a few, okay? We'll check it after 55 minutes and I'll show you the final results. Okay, so it's been 50 minutes. I have taken it out of the oven and I'm going to check. I'm just going to insert knife. And if it comes out clear, that's good. It's ready. So this is awesome. So it's baked for 50 minutes. And now we're just going to let it sit there, cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to serve this. So this is something that you can make overnight and then have it ready in the morning to go for a healthy snack. It's really, really delicious, and I'm so excited. You know, another thing that I've also added before, if I buy hazelnuts and then I use my Vitamix to make the hazelnut like Nutella. So, and then I spread it on top. Oh my goodness. You're still having that sweetness, you're still satisfying that craving, but you're in a healthy way. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit, and then we'll cut it into slices, and it will be ready and good to go. All right. Okay, so it's been over about 30 minutes. I just let it cool off nicely, so I was able to take it out of that baking pan. So now we're just gonna slice this up. As I said, you can make this in the at night and have it in the morning. I'm just gonna show you inside. Look at that. See how perfectly it looks, the nuts, and it's so moist. So it's really gonna be so delicious. When you just bite on it, it's so yummy. It's so moist. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's perfect. And it's so quick. It's easy to make in the kitchen. A few ingredients, no eggs, no dairy, no grain, no fats. It's so delicious. So I hope that you give this recipe a chance and let me know how you like it. As I said before, I've also used like homemade Nutella. I just put that on top and it was perfect. And I hope you give this recipe a try, because it's definitely worth it. I'm trying to set it up right, you know. It looks good, it tastes fantastic. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're on a health and wellness journey and you want to shrink fibroids naturally, under the description box, I have details on how you can reach me or additional information that can support you in that journey. So you can check that out under the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you give this recipe a try. You will enjoy it with your family to curb those sweet cravings. As always, be well, be healthy, be happy. And until next time, bye-bye.